Hey Sagittarius placements, welcome to your November 2024 tarot reading. I hope and pray all is well with you. Let's go ahead and get into your messages and see what comes through, see what you need to hear during this time. Happy early birthday. We are getting close to your season. Some of you guys could be doing some sort of flush or clearing from something that was toxic that came up. You could have been going through an upheaval in some way, shape, or form. Whether you felt like the world was against you, there was something that was obviously toxic that came up, there was some sort of harsh argument, felt like you couldn't catch a break, or maybe an apparently toxic connection in some kind of way came through for you, okay? But with the devil here, or just Capricorn energy could be represented too as well. But I just feel like there is something here about maybe an obvious toxic or unhealthy relationship that is coming through. Maybe a divorce transpired or progressed or is happening. There's some sort of separation that's coming up here. I feel like somebody is feeling trapped or felt trapped. Somebody wants to cause an argument here. And then there's also someone here who is just wanting to kind of have a lot of peace. They're like, I'm so sick of this. This has been going on for so long. I'm done with it. It's over. And somebody I feel like is getting caught, but this is someone who may have believed that they would get away with something negative. This is someone who either falsifies having a strong faith in some way, shape, or form, or this is somebody who is getting caught up and then they're trying to go and pray for forgiveness after doing something dirty. A dirty deed that gets caught up. This is also somebody who came to... Why am I seeing a woman who's coming with a contract in her hand because she did something wrong? And it feels like this is a termination contract. So just be mindful. That's not for everybody, okay? I am also seeing that there is, if it's not that for you, for some of you guys, there might be an elder or somebody here who's been withholding some news and information that they've been meaning to give to you, whether it's through forgetfulness. For some of these individuals, you just know that these people are bitter, or you just naturally believe that they don't have your best interest, that they would do something negative towards you. And I feel that there is some work that you need to do because it's going to be affecting your connections or your love life in some way. And I feel like you've been doing a lot of work trying not to allow this to happen, Sagittarius. And I feel like with you doing some self-reflection during this time, taking some time out for yourself, you see where this is kind of blocking you or how it could in the future, okay? I feel like there's maybe ways in which you will need to go about handling the circumstance or going about how you will talk about what transpired in the situation in the future if you do have to talk about it, okay? Whether you want to or not. Try not to overanalyze a lot of things with the sun in the reverse. It feels like there's something that you feel like you're not going to be able to appreciate as much as you would like. This is my Leo card with the sun in the reverse. There might be that you learn some not so pretty aspects about a person. And while you're happy to welcome this, you're also learning that maybe there are some things that are taking place that kind of show you that maybe somebody isn't the best or the most genuine. Maybe somebody is like very upfront and honest, like, hey, I'm not always most open and accepting to other individuals. I'm not always so open, or I'm not always the most loyal. Because it's like one of the good traits of Leo being reversed here. It's what is, you know, amplifying, okay? And I feel like this is something that becomes revealed, okay? You don't have to look very hard or far for it. So just allow it to happen when it comes in. I feel like you'll be careful about what you choose to do. You'll be, oh, this is also an energy of like maybe someone thought that you wouldn't meet their expectations, then you come in and you exceeded, and like maybe they tell you, maybe they're bold, I don't know, or there's something here like that. For others, it could be like the opposite. I'm not really sure here, but there's something like that coming through, okay? If you're in something new or you're getting to know someone that could come up, for those of you where this is like a quality or a trait that comes in, there's like a conversation that takes place where you're not expecting something, or somebody's not expecting something of you, or not expecting for something to go so far. It kind of speaks a lot louder than what you may realize, or maybe, you know, something comes up with that. Anniversary is here too. Written words. and walls. That could be like social media. 7 of coins, and you have the Queen of Swords here. This Libra, Gemini, Aquarius placement, if not one of those signs or placements coming through, can be symbolic of how you will be coming through intellectually. You will be able to allow a lot of people to progress through your insight. You help individuals to grasp a concept a lot clearer. This can be in relation to math, finances, economic belief or stance, or somebody's career path could be affected by some enlightenment or some gift in which you have. Be mindful, this news is being held by the same female that we saw in the 7 of Swords in reverse right above it. So this is about maybe something getting to you delayed, or it's been read or something like that. So just be mindful. Maybe somebody is also aware of the situation too. So maybe you don't have to worry about sharing it or getting it out there. Perhaps you want to keep something to yourself or private, and you could be concerned that, you know, the world knows. Keep it to yourself though, okay? You're going to be very excited about something that comes in. There's going to be a miracle, or you're going to be like wiping your brow of sweat. You know that terminology. It means that there was something that may have been a close call, okay? But it's a sigh of relief that comes in, all right? There was maybe a slight hiccup, and I feel like there's going to be something that goes a lot smoother and favorable. I feel like this is right before your birthday. And I feel like this revelation is coming in to bring you a lot of goodness. There could be a person connected to you who wants to either contact you and relay some news, perhaps about a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio person in a situation. I feel like maybe this is like somebody who's not experiencing like the best news or positive aspects of their life. And so maybe somebody's been having a hard time moving on from you is what you find out, or maybe somebody like gets caught up in something. You got the 3 of Wands, which talks about forward movement. Somebody doesn't want you to move forward with the 4 of Swords in the reverse. Be careful of other individuals here who you may feel like are overly out there, like sexually. Somebody who's really, really fast here. I feel like this person, they're not calm, they're not balanced. Like maybe their pH balance is also, just be careful of that. I'm also getting this situation of like someone hasn't been indulging in like the best things. So like there's arteries here that might be clogged. There's something here about something very toxic that somebody has been really indulging in. Somebody hasn't been doing a cleanse nor thinking the best due to something that they've been indulging in. So I feel like this is somebody that you'll choose to stay away from. But I'm also getting this revelation for you that you will feel energetically called to this. Like this could be like a neighbor, somebody who's maybe disturbing the peace or something like that. So just be careful. Like protect your home and whatever you can, do what you can on your end. But this is giving the vibration of like, you know, something outside of yourself is causing a disturbance or something that you can't really necessarily control. But what you can do, you do very well. And I'm also seeing your ships are coming in the future. There might be like a slight hiccup when it comes to travel or booking something. There's a slight disturbance here, but I feel like something will turn out well after this hiccup. I only say that because of like the intuitive download and nudge that I'm getting. It just feels like something wants to take your power away. And it feels like there's some sort of power dynamic or control with someone here who is losing some sort of influence, engagement, or they're out of touch. They don't want to accept it, kind of an energy or situation. And so they're trying to control it. And I feel like, you know, perhaps you may have taken a step back when you didn't need to. It feels like this is somebody who's fallen off. And I also feel like when it comes to you, Capricorn, you may have felt like you needed to disengage because of it. That Emperor in the reverse, if it did pick up on you, that's like how you're reacting. Like really disengaged, because I feel like you're going to be forced to communicate about this either way. Or something's going to be like coming out either way, whether you want it to or not. And it's better to just be honest about something or forward. Or if this is not you, this is like somebody who's really going to struggle with this. And I feel like it's because it's like a pleasantly surprised, but somebody having like options, or like the way that they treat their options is going to determine whether this truly works out or not. Somebody's choices. Somebody took advantage of an opportunity. There's distance here, long ranges, not thinking clearly, lapse of judgment here. But they do want to connect with you, give something a try to communicate, try to get something worked out. Some of you guys, this could simply be like you on the phone with like your bank, or having some sort of technological issue and getting it resolved. It seems like all will be in your favor, but the point is that somebody's not grasping the concept. It feels like it's a repetitive cycle or situation or circumstance or issue, and some sort of abuse of power that you're kind of like bringing light to, and somebody is like struggling to accept this, or accept that their behavior is not acceptable. Okay, this is like a company who's getting called out, and you as a person who was kind of affected by it, you know, having to go through some sort of waiting period that you didn't deserve, right? That's kind of the vibe that this is giving overall. And I'm getting here that even when it comes to like romantic offers and things like that, it's like you're really interested in like the energy of something that feels right to you. And I feel like I'm foreshadowing to like not wanting to get your hopes up a lot, all right? And prioritizing yourself. It feels like somebody is hating the fact that you have the opportunity for new commitment. It doesn't bring them happiness. This is because you've like really fallen off the map, like maybe staying off of certain things that you feel like may give people leeway into your life. This could be very toxic to you. I'm also seeing that you may like highlight or have an issue with like certain music that maybe you used to connect to. You just feel like it doesn't, there's a change. You feel like things just don't connect with you anymore. The 5 is in the reverse. I feel like these are about things that you're turning down, releasing, and letting go so that you can make way for new. And with all of this, of course, you're bound to get unsettled. And I feel like you just kind of, you know, need to know that you're in the right place, that source is relaying this message, that all of this is supposed to be happening. All of these things you do need to be factoring in because you're thinking about a lot. You are looking at what you would like your life to be in retrospect from where it is present day. I feel like you are very well aware of what's happened in the past and how you've released things and how things have transpired. And now you're very self-aware that you're in this influence of pushing forward, and you're not going to allow yourself to be held back anymore. I also feel like that's why this 4 of Swords of like kind of getting up can come through when you talk about the 4 of Swords in reverse. This can talk about someone here who gains the energy to recalibrate themselves, whether they want to or not, because it almost feels forced upon them sometimes. It's like the energy of like somebody's car is going off, you know, outside, and you feel forced to look either to check to see if it's yours, or why the fuck aren't they turning it off, right? It's giving that vibe that either way you are forced to kind of move, get a little bit undisturbed so that you can kind of address this in the near future. I feel like this is going to be something very good for you because there was stagnancy that was kind of in your life due to, it feels like, negative contracts or situations that you didn't need to be involved in for a very long time. You will be pleasantly surprised by a lot of things, but the way in which you handle it feels like you won't be sharing this publicly, or you won't be showing your typical flattery. Like your face is not necessarily going to be happy-go-lucky smiley. This is about you keeping things to yourself. Maybe this is about a business meeting. It's like, it's just business. I'm seeing a woman with a very structured tailored suit. So this is letting me know this is really high priority. You're keeping it to yourself. You won't tell many people. Most people won't know, but you'll have a sense of relief in your face about what you have going on. But you're taking a lot of things very seriously. Like yourself. Somebody feels like they're going to be given a hard time, but at the same time, they'll want to chase you. But it's at a time where they don't feel like chasing anything. That might be the only problem I see here when it comes to a commitment or a relationship that's either starting off, or somebody who's trying to just, you know, keep the spark flying in their commitment of love. I just get this vibration of somebody's like, yo, am I in trouble? And also, if this is something new, this is giving the vibe of like, I wonder if you like me. It's like, they really want, oh gosh, they really want to connect with you. Jeez, it's a lot of freaky energy that just came through. But at the same time, it's like they're looking at you and they're giving this vibe like, I kind of want to be very passionate with you. I don't really want that peace right now. I kind of want to get you hot and heated. I want to kind of make you a little bit mad, or something about your face. Maybe you have RBF or they do. Either or. Both feel like they don't necessarily belong, or they don't feel welcome or comfortable in their environment or their circumstance, in their community. Maybe they're very different than the stereotypical. Maybe you feel like this yourself and you guys can kind of relate. Because there's a lot of like differences here, but it balances and it blends. It pays off. It seems quite successful. It seems like something that's ambitious after you dealt with something that was super ambiguous and kind of leaving you two up in the air. It was a contract that's already been terminated. So this is very positive. This is about you being very optimistic and suggestive to the universe. And also knowing that even when it feels like things aren't going right, that you are still on your right path, and that you kind of need to trust for some stuff to fall off. And don't try to catch it this time, okay, Capricorn? Those were your messages. I hope and pray that it resonated for you. If it did, thumbs up the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel. I would love to read for your energy. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.